Yeah, I just texted that.
Y'all are so good. All right, I started recording.
Okay, so I have a question. You said that when you went from Ruby to Emerald, it was your hardest jump. Did you literally just have the 5 people for Ruby is why it was so hard?
Gosh, it's hard to remember that far.
Because I'm halfway boxed to Emerald also. I just don't have volume for all of it.
I think that was the biggest problem was the volume because, like, you know, sometimes you get people that say they want to be distributors, but they're not always workers. And so that was my problem was, you know, it's obviously, I think the longer I'm in this, I realize, like, I don't want to get people to sign up just to sign up. Like, you guys don't want to get DJs to sign up just to fill the boxes. Like, you want people who really want to go after this. But at the same time, which I'm noticing some of my girls are, you know, having to go through this and learn this too, not everyone is going to be a runner. Everyone has their own freedom to decide, you know, how much they want to push themselves, what type of income they want to go after. And that is their freedom. They have the liberty to do that. And we can't judge them or be hard on them or just write them off because they aren't running as much as we want them to or as fast as we want them to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I learned that along the way too. Like, just because I want to go to the top and I want to be Black Diamond doesn't mean every single person I sign up is going to want the same thing. So just because they're not running as fast as me doesn't mean I need to make them feel bad about that or have such a tight grip on them that they're going to want to quit. You know, because you need those 400 spots. You need distributors that maybe just get little customers. You need people that only want to make $300 a month. You need people that only want to make $1,000 a month. You know what I mean? Like, we all have different things going on in our life. We all have different limits that we want, you know, to put our in. So you just, the more understanding and respectful you are to everyone, the more successful you'll be. So, and then also it's just a game of if you put them in the right place or not. But that's a totally different story. So
yeah, people, every time I write my chart, I move people around every time.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, you just got to stick with it. I mean, if you look at the charts, Emerald from Ruby to Emerald, you're doubling, you know, your chart plus some. So yeah. So it is a lot. I would say what helps that to go faster is to find 2 people who really want this and who really want to go Ruby, who really want to get that bonus or really want to make, you know, $300 to $500 a month, because if they're going after it for themselves, then you don't have to do as much of the work. You know what I mean?
Well, like, cause I'm charted for Ruby and Megan is charted for Ruby, but then I have 2 more that could be at the top and a girl who's going to sign either in the next few days or after the 12th, depending on how fast she can find people to buy her wraps, honestly. But I was going to put her as the second Ruby for Emerald just because of how much she's already talking. I've been talking to her for months, and she's the one who you commented on, Taylor her or whatever, in that. Maybe it wasn't you, maybe it was Amanda. But she, like, commented something on it, but she's the one who's going to sign soon. So I have, like, as long as she works, it's halfway there to Emerald.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, get with me and Amanda. We'll get your charts. We kind of talked about this on Runner's Chat, but, you know, we'll kind of go over this a little bit right now. Oh, Shelly is here, so we can get her started in a second. But what I was going to say is, especially for month end, but all the time, you guys, the more your communication line with your direct upline is open, the easier it's going to be. The person that enrolled you, you know, and if they don't know, get with them and the next person up. Like, get with them and whoever you have to go to that's, you know, gonna know the answer. Because if your enroller just started and they might not know that much, that's okay for you to go to the next person up, but include them, because sometimes it makes them feel left out if you just skip over them. You know what I'm saying? And it helps them learn too. So, but especially at, you know, month end time, if you're promoting or if you're worried about keeping a rank, make sure you are sending your charts to your upline and you're being super open about it. Okay. No one has a boss here, so you don't have to worry about any judgment or anything like that. But 2 eyes are better than 1. 2 sets of eyes. 2 sets of eyes are better than 1, you know? So especially if it's someone who's been in this a little bit longer, we just, you know, can pick up on things a little bit easier. So don't ever feel like you're in this alone. If you can't ever get a hold of anyone, I hope you guys all know that I'm very approachable and you can message me at any time, which I feel like you guys all know that because you guys all message me. And I love it. So just make sure that, you know, you're talking with people. You're never alone in this, especially when it comes to promoting. We will help you out, okay? So, all right, Shelly, you're back on. All right, unmute yourself so we can grill you. Just kidding.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
We're all muted.
All
right, so
you want me to talk about what I was going to talk
where
about?
you're from and and how long you've been doing this?
I have been with It Works for about 11 months now. I'm living in Gainesville, and I have a little princess who's turning 6 tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
I know, so I'm excited. It's birthday week, so every day we've been doing activities. So, but I have lots of tips. I could go on forever. I'm silly like that. But one of the biggest thing is we always want to expand our network or people we communicate with. So as we have parties, it's really important to have people do like a little prize slip, like whoever can write down 4 products that you want to try. Because then you at least know, okay, if you didn't like this one, how about this one? For later on down the road, you at least have it for your database. But also 4 people that you think would love the products and what products. Because that way you can always remind them later that, you know, you've already mentioned that you have other people who may want these products. Maybe you could try to convince them to be a distributor, or you can get additional loyal customers from it. And that being said, I thought, why don't I do that on Facebook? We all have a lot of friends and family who are wanting to support us. You should almost say, hey, I have a prize for, or I'll do a drawing for whoever gives me 3 people that you think would enjoy the products. It sounds silly, but a lot of times people truly do want to help you, and they just don't know how.
That's good. I need to write that down. What did you say? Ask
no, I mean,
3 people?
Yeah, because so many people, they may not be interested, but they have you at their best interest and they want to help. And so if you give them the ability or give them the information on how they can, then maybe they will. So a lot of times, you know, people may know someone who needs something for stress or needs something for losing weight or needs whatever the case may be. A lot of times we're not asking people, hey, who do you know personally that could use these products?
I love that. Just expanding your market. Exactly what you said.
And a lot of times these people may not be people that are even Facebook friendly or have Facebook or even beyond social media. So you might be able to communicate with them in that way if they're able to provide that information.
Yeah, that's good. Like that. Okay. All right. Something that I had on here that I wanted to ask you is we were just talking about how Ruby to Emerald is the biggest jump. So have you gotten discouraged? And when you have, what have you done to keep going?
Plug in, talk to your team. I have an amazing upline. So we're close, and so we talk a lot. A lot of times it's mind over matter. We all get carried away in our own lives personally, and different things happen that push you away or kind of distract you. And you do have to remember your why, and it's important. Dream boards are important, and just keep in touch with your team. A lot of times if you're down, your teammates will pick you up. That's what we're here for. We're a sisterhood. We're best friends in different ways. So, you know, if we're having a bad day, sometimes just tell people, hey, I'm having a bad day, and maybe someone can help you or get you out of your rut. So I think it's important just to keep going mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, just being there for one another. And that's what keeps you going, knowing that you have such a great team.
Yes, that's so good. I'm like a huge wear my heart on my sleeve. And I know there's been a couple of times where I've been like really open and honest with you guys. Like, hey, I'm just down right now. I'm just not feeling, you know, very positive. I'm not being, you know, I'm feeling really discouraged. And like exactly what you said, you guys are what makes me get re-encouraged, you know? So I've just kind of been like that. I've always been just really, you know, tell everyone how I really feel. It's hard for me to hide how I really feel. So I think that's really good. And if, you know, I've gotten a couple of you guys that have messaged me before that have been discouraged. If you ever feel like that, please reach out to someone like Shelly's saying, you know, whether that's your upline or your sideline or someone. I guarantee you one of us has felt that way many a times. You know, like you are not the only one. And it's so funny because whenever newer people will say that, don't you feel like they're surprised when you're like, oh yeah, I've gotten discouraged, and they're like, what? But you're so positive, and you know, like you made it so far. And it's like, we all get discouraged. We're all human. You know, I wouldn't say this business is easy. It's simple, but there are times where, you know, you're not feeling like you're doing as good as you want to be. And really the biggest thing about this business is it's all a mind game. Like you said, it's mind over matter. That's literally what it is. And there are times where your mind is going to consume you, and that's just normal. You just gotta, the quicker you realize it and get yourself out of that, the faster you start going again. So I love that. I love that. All right. Anything else you want to give us some tips on?
Nope, but just everyone get ready, because this is going to be an awesome month. And like you said, we all believe in one another, but the more we uplift each other, the more we all do better.
Yes.
Like it's like we're united as one. So
I love that. You know, I had on here on my notes when you were going to talk. I remember, I think this was the first time I met you. With the party that we had at my parents' house. Was that the first time I met you?
Yeah.
And we're sitting there doing this party. You guys, there was like 45 people, right? Or something. It was something crazy, which, like, I do parties, but I had never had that many parties. And I was like sweating bullets. Like, I was stuttering. I was so nervous. But I remember, this must have been towards the end, but I was trying to like wrap it up, and I was saying like, I'm going to the top. I'm going to be Black Diamond. I'm going to be a millionaire. Who is coming with me? And I look over, and you were looking me like dead straight. Like your eyes were so big, and you're like, me, I'm coming with you. And I had never met you before. And I was like, all right, this girl's coming with me. But you had so much fire in your eyes. And I feel like even when I don't see you on Facebook, I can feel that fire. So, you know, that's another thing. If any of you guys, you know, aren't friends with Shelly on Facebook, just go over and take a look on her page. But you can feel her energy just by the way she posts. So, you know, that goes a long way. And like, I'm not saying that you have to be this crazy fireball. I think ever since doing this business, I have gotten a lot more into my exclamation marks. But I will say, you know, enthusiasm goes a really long way. You know, especially nowadays on Facebook, there's so much negativity. There's so many people just bitching, basically, you know, and there's also a lot of people that are getting into this network marketing thing. Like when I first started 2 years ago, not a lot of people were doing it. Now you see everyone doing it, whether it's It Works or LuLaRoe or Unique, Herbalife, anything. And there are a lot of people that I see that are doing this, and they're just not even excited. You know, it's just like the same old post. And
well, it's kind of like how you put yourself out is kind of like your signature, and like a smile. People will, if you smile, you can light up a room. It's the same thing with your enthusiasm and your belief. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. And if you believe in yourself, others will believe in you too. So you just have to just know what you have and run with it, and know that you believe, and know that what you're doing is right. And if you do that, then nothing else matters.
Yes, it's so true. Nothing else matters, guys. Nothing. I love it, Shelly. I'm so proud of you. And I know that this is probably not the last time you're going to be on our team Zoom for promoting, because now this girl's going for Diamond, a $5,000 bonus. You got this, babe. This month, let's go. So proud of you. Thank you.
It's mine.
It's yours. See? Look at her. Affirmations. All right. Well, thank you for speaking. We enjoyed all of your wisdom. I hope you guys are writing down some notes. This is some really, really good stuff. All right. So, save the best for last. Now we got our new double diamond in the house. Is she on here still? We're going to do the same thing I did last time. Yeah, I see her. Right? Where'd she go? There you are. Hey, Maria! All right. Congratulations, girlfriend.
Thank you.
Double diamond.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
All right. So
tell us where you're from and how long you've been with us.
So I am from High Springs, Florida. Well, that's where I live now. My husband, it's right outside of Gainesville. And I celebrated my 1-year anniversary on the 2nd.
The 2nd. So just like you promoted.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. You promoted to double diamond, and then like a couple days later, it was your 1-year anniversary.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Love it.
All right. Yes, it's extremely awesome.
Yeah, for those of you
Sorry,
guys, your computer. Yeah, she lives out in High Springs. She already said, so she doesn't have very good service. But we're gonna make this work. I mean, I can hear you. It's breaking up a little bit, but I think it's okay. So for those of you guys that don't know the income chart yet completely, double diamond from diamond is such a huge pay raise. I gotta tell you, it's really nice. It goes from about, what's the average diamond, like 1900, about 2000, and then the double diamond average is 6,000. 6,000 a month, you guys. That's insane, right? Like 6,000 a month. When I first started and I saw the income chart, for me, double was what I was like, that would change my life. Double diamond would get me out of the bar. I'd be able to quit my other 2 stupid jobs. You know, I might even be able to bring my boyfriend home. Like, who knows? So I know you haven't gotten your first paycheck yet, but I can't wait for that day to happen. You better video camera yourself. You'll probably be crying. But all right, so double diamond Miranda, tell us your story. We want to hear from 0 to double diamonds. How has your story been?
Okay, so I joined last August. I watched Amanda for several months. I was a loyal customer under her and was using the products. I actually sat behind her at work and just saw how excited she was about the business and used the products for a while. Some of you may know I was involved in another network marketing company, which I was very passionate about the idea of network marketing, but it was just something that didn't work for me. Their business model was just not something that went with my personality. So I thought about it. I talked to my husband about it for a long time. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do this crazy wrap thing with Amanda. And I joined. I remember texting her and telling her, I'm going to do it. And she said, okay, great. That's awesome. I'm so excited for you. And we always joke about it now because Yi had little faith. She put me under her husband on her chart. And, here I was, her rock star. So she has other rock stars. But we always joke about that because it's kind of funny. I just hit the ground running. I do the same thing now that I did when I first joined the business. I'm just a little better at it. I do the steps to success. I talk to people. I lead my team. I just have more people to lead. So it's nothing different. I've had people reach out to me since I went double and said, what's your secret? How did you get here? I do the same thing today that I did then, steps to success, and just trying to get better at doing my things, better time management. We can all do better at that, but there's no secret. I'm sure you've all heard that from everyone, including ambassadors. Just be consistent, be open for business every day.
I love it.
Did everyone hear that?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just a little bit lagged, so I'm not sure.
Okay. No, that was really, really good. So something that you just brought up, and I know like as you promote and you get more people on your team, it is more leadership, and you do have more people, you know, that you're trying to help and make sure that you're being a good leader for. But something that I've always tried to be mindful of is not getting to the point where you're trying to lead so much that you forget about your own business. And so I know for me personally, I had a big gap from diamond to double because I had a lot of people starting to fall off, a lot of people quitting, and I was trying to convince them to stay in this. I was trying to make sure I was being a good leader, and I wasn't going after new people. I wasn't working on my steps to success at all. And that was, you know, when it was one of the, you know, most discouraging times of my business, and probably why it took me 9 months to go double from diamond. But, you know, what do you have to say on that as far as, you know, making sure that you are keeping balanced with leading your team, but also like focusing on getting new people? Because you are constantly bringing new people into this business yourself.
What I can say about that is kind of once my team promotes to Ruby, I just have a very serious conversation with them. If it's a new team member, and say, listen, like, this is your team now. It's something that it's your responsibility to lead your team and become a leader for them. And I am here to help you lead them. I just can't lead everyone without sacrificing my own business. And my team is amazing. All my girls are great leaders. I have to give it out to Shelly. Like, I think something, and she's already told our team about it. And I'm like, how did you know what I was thinking? So she's amazing for that. But it's just implementing that leadership early on when someone goes Ruby, just stressing to them how important it is that they need to become a leader. Like, Ruby is make or break it in the business. It's when if you have to decide if you're all in at that point. And when you're all in, you have to be all in. You're a leader. You're there for your team. So just really implementing how important that is once you get to the rank of Ruby, and definitely Emerald.
Yes. I love that. I keep saying that too. Ruby is make or break, I feel like, because then you kind of see what it takes, but then you also get a taste of how good it is. You're like, oh, these paychecks are nice. And like, I just for this, like, okay, yeah, you're talking to people, but like, I've had a lot of laborious jobs, you know, like you were a bartender too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, I mean, anyone who's in the hospitality industry, the service industry, like, server life sucks, okay? It sucks. Like, even if you make a lot of good money from tips, you are standing on your feet for the entire time. You get, like, what, a 10-minute dinner break? Like, it's horrible. What we do, guys, is not hard work at all. We're just networking. We're just talking to people. You know what I mean? And if you feel like you're hitting a block where you're not getting people to sign up, it's think about the way that you're talking to people, because it's obviously not working. So you gotta change it up a little bit. And I have had that happen in my business multiple times where whatever I was saying to people, it just wasn't clicking. It wasn't going over well. So always try to be evolving. Try to, you know, work with whatever is best for you and what is showing that it's successful. You know, if it's not successful, don't keep doing it. All right, so Amanda, tell us what you do to help you with self-development.
Okay. Yes. Well, I try to plug into other leaders and what they're reading for personal development, self-development. I am doing the Miracle Morning, which Nicole talks about. I'm about halfway through, and it's amazing. That, and just, it's really hard in the business to find time per se veg out, just like take a minute, watch a movie, do something. So the other day, it's not really personal development, but it's just something for yourself. I was out and about, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the movie. I'm going to turn my phone off. I'm going to sit by myself, and I'm going to watch a movie. And just something that simple was just kind of taking a break from the business to where you don't feel overwhelmed and you're doing the same thing. And it's very, everyone feels the same way at certain times. You're just kind of like in that rut where you do the same thing. You're glued to your phone. So personal development is huge. Just find a book that you can plug into, or 2 or 3 books. Audio books are great. And even something so mindless of just going to watch a movie by yourself. That was huge for me with kind of de-stressing for even 2 hours.
I love that. I've never gone and seen a movie by myself. My boyfriend does that. He calls it.
That was my first time. It was really fun though.
I know. I want to do it. John doesn't. He calls it master dating. I'm like, that's funny. Master dating. All right. So yeah, Miracle Morning. I'm reading that now too. It's so good. I'm sure you can attest to this. Out of everyone, I feel like I needed that book the most. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to wake up in the morning. Yes, I need to wake up in the morning. But Miracle Morning is good. We got a couple other good ones. That's something else we're going to talk about at the team training. We'll have a book list for you guys. That'll be awesome. So reading, you guys, always helps. I know if you're not a big reader, everything comes in audiobook nowadays. GoPro is another one. Like, get that on audio right now. Like, if you seriously want to make millions of dollars in this business, GoPro is really good too. And we'll post network marketing, or Miracle Morning in Green Dream Team, so you guys can look it up, the book that Miranda's talking about, and you guys can order it if you want to. Okay, so the last thing I want you to talk about, Miranda, is why is it so important to have vision in this journey? And what do you have to say about people that quit too early on themselves?
That's a good one. You're going. It's very hard to stay focused to the day to day. So you have to make that decision in the beginning. You know, if you're all in for this company, that's more money that I would ever make in corporate America in my entire life if it took me 60 years working. So it always amazes me that people are okay with working 40 years to make a mediocre income and retire and still not be able to do the things they want to do. And they can't put in 5 or 10 years in marketing and make more money, more freedom ever. I just always bring it back to the basics of no matter how long it takes, I'm going there, and it's going to be way better than what I corporate America, having someone always tell me what to do.
Yeah, I agree. I can't live on someone else's schedule, so this is why when I first heard about this, I was like, this sounds amazing. But it is so true, guys. Like, I think the biggest thing is, like, in the beginning, people are like, they like love the dream, you know, and they like eat it up and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to make tons of money from it works. And then it doesn't come overnight. It might not even come in the first 5 months, and they give up on it. And I'm like, are you crazy? I mean, I don't know. I think this is one thing that I feel like I was really realistic with from the get-go, is that you have to have vision. You have to think about the long run. Okay. Like, you cannot sign up and think that, you know, all of a sudden you're going to be ambassador in a month. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, anything is possible. People have done it. My dog's whining. But, you know, be realistic with yourself, you know, especially like it took me 9 months to get to diamond. And, you know, I had like Ashley Olive going diamond in like a month, like all these other people like that were crazy. But instead of like, you know, beating myself up or quitting, you know, take a look at your life. Like for me, I was like, I have 3 jobs that I still have to keep right now until It Works can help me get out of those jobs. I'm in school. Like, you guys have kids, you guys have jobs, you guys have husbands, families to take care of. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. You know, like if you've got a lot going on, it might take you a little bit longer. At the same time though, if you are not giving this your all, you might as well multiply the time that it's going to take you by 100. You really, and I don't want to say if you don't want to give this your all, you should just quit, because there are some people that, you know, are just not wanting as much income or freedom, you know, from this opportunity. But the moment that you realize, like, I am all in, I'm taking quitting off the table, it's like you open up so many doors for yourself, right? And I think people think like, oh, when you go all in, that means that you just sit there and you do work. It works all day, every day. And that's not how it is. Because Miranda, I remember when you were still working, you still had, you know, a normal corporate job. You were doing your thing. You were planning a wedding, right? You were super busy.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but you still just made time for it. And I think that's the thing you have.
Yes. I think the most important thing that I can say is work with the time that you have wisely. So if you have 30 minutes a day, or if you only have an hour a day, set a timer on your phone and just do it works. Don't be scrolling on Facebook or, you know, have the TV on in the background. Like, actually dedicate that time to the business. And, you know, we all struggle with that. I do too. Now that I have more free time, but when you only have a limited amount of time, use that time wisely, and you will start seeing the benefits of what you've been working on.
Yes. And guys, it's so worth it. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. And then after a while, then you get more people and they have the same vision as you, and they start doing the same, and you get paid on that. Like, it's insane, you know? So like, why would you not try to give this business your all? Like, no matter if that means you have 5 minutes a day or if you have 5 hours a day to give to this. And I don't even think anyone needs 5 hours a day to do this business. So, all right. Anything you want to end off on, Miranda?
Yeah, there's something that took me a long time to realize as well, and Nicole says this a lot, is, you know, we're not working for a bonus. We're working for the residual income that's going to happen. The monthly income we're going to get every single month. But if we have the mindset that we're always working towards a bonus, so even if we're not going to get the bonus next month, like this month I promoted to double and there wasn't a bonus, but I'm working for that bonus because I know there's going to be a bonus when I go triple. So if I'm slacking and not doing what I need to be doing now and not giving it my all, then when that bonus comes around, if I am even eligible, you guys, I'm so much further behind. So if we're always working like there is a bonus, we just don't know when those bonuses come around, you guys, you're just going to be like, done. I got it. I did my work. Now I'm here and I can reap the benefit and I can push forward to the next one. So just always know there is a bonus. It just might not be next month, but it's going to come and it's going to be so amazing.
Yes, I love that. Every single one of you guys on this Zoom could easily be like, you guys could easily be going diamond around conference time. Like, I don't care if you just started, you could literally, you could be double diamond. I see, Shelly. So like, it makes me so upset when, like, I even have some PDTs that are like, oh, I don't want to join you right now because the double bonuses aren't on the table. Like, you wouldn't get them right now anyways. Like, if you would have joined me when they were available, like, you have to build yourself up to that. So now is the perfect time. And so for all of you guys that are on this tonight and that are on our team, you know, no matter where you are, this is a time where you work the hardest to build yourself up. Like Miranda said, always work like you're working for a bonus. We never know when they're going to come around, but I'll tell you, they will definitely be around come February. So work your butt off, because you never know how long it's going to take. And I mean, what if you got yourself all the way to freaking presidential and your double bonus was $150,000 and you were just like, oh, I'm not going to work hard because I'm not near diamond and I can't get that $5,000 bonus. You know, you can't ever think like that. Always work like there's a bonus. I love that. I'm going to quote you on that. Make a little word swap. All right, guys. Is there anything else anyone wants to talk about or question or anything? No? All right, I want to take a picture.
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your advice. All right, everyone smile. Oh, wait. Lauren, do you have a question? Yes? Okay. Do you know how to unmute yourself?
Hello.
Hi.
We're blessed in a minute, so hurry.
Yeah, hurry.
We have a minute. Okay. I'm hosting my first party in about a week. It's a joint painting and wrapping party. I'm in North Dakota, so I know none of you guys can like be here, but if anyone can like shoot me some like go-to amazing stuff for parties, I would so appreciate it.
Yes.
I've got all these ideas going in my head and I want all the best ones.
We got tons of stuff on Road to Diamond on parties. So who's your enroller?
Ellie Pollock. Okay.
She's under me.
Okay, I was gonna say someone's gonna tag you in a bunch of stuff, so get ready. Right? And I'm luck on your first party. Hey, where'd you say North Dakota? We have a team way up there. That's awesome. All right, guys, less than a minute. Everyone smile. Let's take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Keep it. We got one more page. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, I love you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. We maxed out the Zoom. I did record it thanks to you guys reminding me. So if anyone missed it, I'll put that link on Green Dream Team. Let's rock out August. Keep your heads high. Reach out to us if you need anything, and just know that you are so worth it and you were brought into this company for a reason, okay?